All right, we were getting an update there from officials in Pennsylvania on the urgent search for an escaped convicted killer in Pennsylvania. We'll continue to monitor that. But in the meantime, I'd like to bring in former US Marshal John Muffler. He's current principal at Equitas Global Security. He's been following this manhunt from the very beginning. John, thank you so much for giving us some of your time again. So Danelo Cavalcante, we just learned today there has been yet another sighting, this time coming last night. We've learned one of the tactical search dogs had a heat emergency in the midst of this search. I do want to talk about that in a moment. But first, you know, we're on day 7 at this point of Cavalcante being escaped. How is this rough terrain in the area likely helping him stay on the run? Because I think a lot of people thought he would most likely be caught, you know, in just a few days at most.
Yeah, I thought he'd be captured by now. It sounds like he's gotten past because they've expanded their perimeter east. It sounds like he's gotten past maybe one of the perimeters. So I think you have some exhaustion perhaps going on with those who are assigned to investigating and searching and standing post. I think that's an issue right there to be considered.
All right, so let's go back to that. You know, I mentioned the fact that one of the search dogs, one of the search canines, had a heat emergency and is actually still hospitalized, recovering. Just talk about how fatigue, or potential fatigue. It is very hot. These are very long hours, factoring in for the people, the animals, that are trying to track Cavalcante.
Yeah, certainly getting that from the dog itself, perhaps not enough water, too many hours. I know some folks that are working boots on the ground there, and they're working multiple hours, 24-hour shifts, et cetera. So there is an exhaustion point happening with the cadre that's there. And then, that's a factor. I think maybe that's a factor in why he has been able to secrete himself, hide himself, and to make this go yet another day.
And John, every day now we're hearing that the search area is expanding a bit. We knew going into this that it had expanded to the south. We just learned today it also has expanded a bit to the east. How does that expansion work? And do they need to potentially expand even more? Or is it just a gradual thing day by day?
Yeah, it's definitely a day-by-day thing. Clearly, I think we started with a 6-mile radius. I'm not exactly sure where we are now with the radius size. There are at least 100 officers on the ground there. There was to begin, more now. But as the perimeter expands, the circle gets bigger. Those individuals who had eyesight a certain distance from some team member to team member, that is, getting further and further now with the amounts of personnel assigned there for the search.
And John, I want to talk about, we heard from the acting warden at the very beginning of this update, trying to kind of like preemptively address what he knew was to come, which was a lot of questions from reporters. We heard from our own Evan Lambert there, because there's a lot of focus on this other escaped inmate. It happened in May from the very same facility. Now, he was caught within minutes, but in this case, Danelo Cavalcante really escaped the same way through the exercise yard up onto the roof. And it appears it took more than an hour for the proper authorities to be alerted to Cavalcante's escape. This is even knowing that another inmate had escaped just months ago. The acting warden there did say protocols at the facility had been reevaluated. They'd been changed. I know they said they added more razor wire. But do they need to take it a step further? Because they still were not providing a lot of details there.
Yeah, they only got a lot of more details as the press crew asked more details. He certainly wasn't going to give up some of that information until pressed. It is impressive that Cavalcante, as I watched the video, him climbing that wall, that is a physical feat he's doing. But as far as the jail and what they've done, clearly they weren't up to snuff on making those changes since that other escape. The reason why this is an acting warden is because the other warden resigned the day before this escape of Cavalcante. So there are internal issues there. I think some of those internal issues, it's easy to make the connection between the staffing issues, perhaps. You have an officer that was in a tower who was on admin leave. We found out later with some more questioning as he was pressed. So that individual, was he sleeping? Was he not relieved? Did he leave his post to go to the bathroom? So these are issues obviously to have to be looked at even further.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.